minute, hold the phone. Before we even get into Game 7's commentary, I just want to give a special shout out to Christopher Barroso for suggesting this video. And if you'd like to have your video suggestions featured on the Chiseled Adonis' page, all you got to do is go to www.patreon.com/ChiseledAdonis and become a director or vice president. That's level 5 or level 6 of Hold My Nuggets Incorporated, and you can have your video suggestion jump to the top of the list. You get to cut the line, because people leave suggestions all the time. But if you're level 5 or level 6, I will grant yours first. So head over to Patreon, become a level 5 or 6, leave your suggestions, and damn it, I will get to them. Now, let's get to the what you actually came here to see, and that's the New York Knicks blowing their opportunity to win an NBA championship in 1994. Fun fact, this game was actually played on the day I was born. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again as we add a little diversity to our classic game highlight commentary as we go into the vault to the day I was born, June 22nd, 1994, Game 7 of the NBA Finals as the Houston Rockets host the New York Knicks live from the Summit in Houston, Texas. Winner takes all in your 1994 NBA Final Game Highlight commentary. And here we go. Houston wins the opening tip-off. Vernon Maxwell pass outside, inside to Hakeem Olajuwon, dunked by Robert Horry. Next Rockets possession, Olajuwon had a dream that Kenny Smith would put up buckets. He didn't score a lot, but when he did, it mattered. Vernon Maxwell would add a 3, and the Knicks already down by 7. At least the Knicks can trust in Charles Oakley.
All right, let's try this again.
Back the other way come the Rockets, and Olajuwon's jump shot is wetter than a well-secreted vagina. Even wetter than Pat Riley's hair, and he knows it. Apple turnovers, the Knicks lose the ball again. Kenny Smith really been running for like 30 plus years, even in retirement. Here comes the Knicks leading scorer in the NBA Finals. John Starks driving towards the paint. He'd be sent to the free throw line, and he'd get his first points on the game. And throughout the regular season, he was their second leading scorer behind Patrick Ewing, but in the finals, he is #1 for the New York Knicks. You can't miss free throws if they're free. He's got 2 points. Might I add, Derek Harper been kicking Kenny Smith ass the entire finals, but guess who has the last laugh? Kenny Smith, because during 1994 he still had hair. And here comes Sophie Tomjanovich, wife of Rudy Tomjanovich, who's the head coach of the Houston Rockets. Why would the wife of the head coach show up to Game 7 late? Because of superstition. Imagine thinking showing up to a game fashionably late gives you an edge over your opponent. And there's Pat Riley's wife, Chris Rodstorm, and why is she in the stands? Because she don't believe in that shit. She pulled up on time to support her husband. You're goddamn right she did. Battle of the big man down low, Patrick Ewing. Hakeem blocked Patrick so goddamn bad it switched the air in the ball to helium. But at least he'd get a basket on the next possession. Whomever the victor of this finals will be, at least one of these two great centers will walk away with a championship. They are both in the top 5 for the longest tenure in the NBA without a ring, at least in the year 1994. Back to the Knicks leading scorer. Let's check on John Starks. He's still selling bricks. Ugly ass Sam Cassell almost hit a Houston cheerleader with a bull hammer like his name was Wade Barrett.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I never knew Pat Riley got drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in the NFL. He could have went to a Super Bowl and won an NBA Finals. Hell, if he stayed in the NFL for 5 years, he would have won a Super Bowl with Dallas. Hey, John, don't worry. It's just a tough first half. There's no way you're going to play worse than this, right? Meanwhile, on the other side of the floor...
Almighty push.
Hey! Get out of here! Go on, shoot! He knows what he did.
Tail end of the first half, here come the Knicks.
Yeah, come here.
Hey, look, it's one of those unathletic white guys that people who couldn't even make the basketball team in their high school, who only played 2K all day, claim couldn't even make it to the NBA in this current generation because they would have never even made an AAU team. Goddamn nincompoops. Into the second half we go. Here comes John Starks for... Just give the ball away, bro. You don't got the shot today. Patrick Ewing doesn't sell bricks. He sells buckets. Still early in the second half. Houston by 2.
Right in the middle.
I swear, Olajuwon had better footwork than podiatrists. This doesn't even make sense. Hey, Robert Horry, welcome to my block party, pussy. At least I retired with 7 rings. Shut the fuck up. Olajuwon responds, you can't block my mans. Get dunked on, pussy. Patrick Ewing steadily getting dunked on. Footwork Poppy is still giving people the business down low. They can't stop him. Patrick Ewing would respond and say, right between the eyes. Hey, look, the coach's wife finally found her way to the seat in the goddamn second half. I I'd be damned if I sit in the parking lot, listen to the first quarter on radio, watch the second quarter in the executive skybox when I got floor seats. And she down here shaking hands, I would never have gotten caught in that genjutsu.
Get me, release. You not catching me in this genjutsu.
Let's check on John Starks for 3. Okay, rough 3 quarters, but hey, it can't get any worse, right?
I hope so.
When jump shots fail, head to the paint.
Shit out here, nigga.
Man, this some old bullshit.
Elijah Wan, disrespectful, sent that shot back to Africa.
You want another one? Come at me, bro!
Back the other way, Vernon Maxwell would respond and put in 2 on a step back.
Help me! Help me!
Pat Riley says there's only 2 things in the NBA, winning and misery, and evidently John Starks is in misery right now. But Patrick Ewing would go to work as he'd score back-to-back on Hakeem Olajuwon and says, I don't give a shit if you blocking shots. You can't get me twice. Robert Horry can't go east to west, but he can go up and under, stupid.
Here we go.
Might I add, Hakeem Olajuwon is rubbing his nutsack all over New York in Game 7. And speaking of rubbing his nutsack, Ewing cannot guard him. New York made 1 of their last 10 field goals in 7 minutes. God damn, that trophy is shiny. We into the 4th quarter where the Knicks have outscored the Rockets in 6 consecutive games. And guess who comes alive in the 4th quarter? Mr. John Starks. Because Patrick Ewing didn't even score last game in the 4th quarter, but John Starks puts up buckets. It's time to go Super Saiyan. Make yourself famous, kid. He'd get fouled down low. He's headed to the line. He's already gotten more aggressive in the start of the 4th quarter. Can't miss free throws if they free. He'd knock down both. I better stop playing with him. In the 4th quarter, when the light comes on, he performs. He scored more in the 4th than he did in 3 quarters in the last 3 games. Here come the Knicks, baby. John Starks from 3.
What the fuck?
He must be off to a slow start. At least his teammate bailed him out.
Fuck!
Yes!
New York's deficit is cut to 3.
God damn them! God damn them! God damn them!
New York looking to tie up the game. John Starks for 3.
Oh, hell no!
Shake off those butterflies. You still got half of the 4th quarter left to go. No way it can get worse than that, right, John?
Grab it, Matt! Grab it! Hurry! Hurry!
Feed me!
I got this!
Victory is mine!
Dude, what the fuck? This is your space. This is your area.
John, get your head out of your ass. It's still the 4th quarter. You've got to turn it on. It's the NBA Finals, Game 7. It can't get any worse than this, right? You're only down by 7. You still got 5:28 left to play. This motherfucker only got 6 points. 0 of 7 from 3. Only made 1 field goal all day. A few possessions later, John Starks from 3.
Well, shit.
The Trump administration really could have used John Starks because with all these bricks, he could definitely advocate for building a wall. Why did the referee take a knee to say Houston would retain possession? Next Knicks possession, John Starks wide open. He doesn't take the shot, but he would get the ball back on the rebound and finally score another field goal. He's got 8 points, ladies and gentlemen. I want everybody to do good.
Hey, watch your mouth, woman. Watch your mouth, woman.
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart because my heart is so big.
If you're wondering about the current score, it's 78-73. And John Starks has an opportunity to cut the deficit to 3.
What's he doing?
In NBA Finals history, there's only been 1 time that a Game 7 has been decided by 10 points or less. New York would put in 2 free throws, but Hakeem Olajuwon would not stop rubbing his nutsack on Patrick Ewing. With the lead back up to 5 and 2:19 on the clock, New York looking to cut the deficit once again. John Starks the pass to Ewing. Clear shot!
You son of a bitch! Do you realize what you just done?
How the hell do you smoke that layup? What is wrong with Patrick Ewing? Back down the court comes Kenny Smith. You already know who's got the hot hand. It's Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. They get it to him in the low post, 1-on-1 against Ewing, but he's got a good eye. He gets Ewing off the feet. He finds Maxwell in front of Starks. Bang! Excuse me, pussy. Make room for the real scorers on the court.
Mamma mia!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Following a pair of Derek Harper free throws, the Knicks cut their deficit back to 5, 83-78 with under a minute left to play. John Starks, make a play on defense!
God damn them to hell!
The referees call a foul and Starks is livid. I mean, I understand, but this is the last minute of the NBA Finals in Game 7. Just let them play! Maxwell on the free throw. but he would make his second, and Houston has a 6-point lead. Approaching 45 seconds left to play, John Starks hits now or never to get hot. They'd find him for three. The shot is quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey, this man is trash.
There is no God. Do you hear me? I renounce my faith.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Scott Brooks? Even in his playing days, he looks like a pigeon. Jump ball situation. It's taken by Ewing. Give it to Starks. Pulls up from three. Boy. What is good with him? And there was a foul on the floor on Charles Oakley. The ball's going back to Houston, but look at the replay. Old fancy feet in the face ass motherfucker. This man damn near did the butterfly kicks while he was in the air. Houston is a sports city that's known for blowing leads, but turns out the only person choking on a blowjob today is John Starks. My man got 8 points, 2 for 17, and he's 0 for 10 from 3. But hey, there's still time on the clock and Houston's missing free throws. The lead is only still 6 and there's 31.6 left on the clock despite the fact that New York hasn't scored a field goal in over 5 minutes. I've seen better field goal attempts from Nick Folk.
I lie! Órale, vato loco, don't forget my motto and say, I lie, I cheat, I steal!
Put your motherfucking head back down. After Houston would miss both free throws, New York actually has an attempt. John Starks will get the ball top of the key for 3.
You son of a bitch!
This man airballed. There's 20 seconds remaining. Kenny Smith gets the ball back. He's fouled and headed to the free throw line with 15 seconds left to play. How the hell do you airball in the clutch?
What the hell wrong with them? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with him? I gotta admit it. I did not see this coming.
This is back when they would shoot 1 of 1. Kenny Smith would put it in. 15 seconds left to play. The lead is back up to 8. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I was born in New York, so damn it, I'm pissed off too. Here comes the inbound. For the love of God, don't give it to John Starks. It makes its way to Hubert Davis, and a motherfucker named Hubert puts in a clutch 3. The Knicks cut their deficit to 5. Houston's gonna take a foul and go to the line. You just got outplayed in the clutch by a motherfucker named Hubert, son. Hubert! Maxwell at the line.
Please. Yes.
That was a close one.
Man, this some old bullshit.
Maxwell connects on both, takes the lead back up to 7. Here goes Hubert Davis down the court, pulls from 3 again!
Oh, shit!
This motherfucker Hubert came to play, cuts the deficit to 4. Houston's headed back to the line. It's gonna be Maxwell. Hubert put in 2 field goals in less than 10 seconds. You only scored 2 field goals the whole game. Homie pulled up in Kenny Smith's face and said, fuck NBA on TNT. Maxwell would put in the first free throw, extend the lead back to 5. And on his second, he'd make the lead 6. New York without timeouts. They've got to heave it. It go cross half court. It's ricocheted out of the hands of a New Yorker, taken by Akeem, and it's all over. Time has elapsed. The Houston Rockets finally are champions of the National Basketball Association.
I cannot believe it.
For the first time in 3 years, there's a new NBA champion not named the Chicago Bulls. And the Houston Rockets would run it back next year and win consecutive championships. Rudy Tomjanovich says, where the hell is my wife? Did she leave her floor seats? I'm right here, baby. I'm right here. And that family is now a family of champions. He whispers in her ear, you're gonna get some championship dick tonight. And she whispers back,
you want to see me take this hard dick in the ass? Or do you want it to fuck my face? God, I bet you'd love that.
The black man says, I would love to partake in that action. Then whispers in her ear, I'll be at your house in 15.
Yes! Yes!
Your 1994 NBA champions, the Houston Rockets, but for the New York Knicks. You bum! You mean to tell me, at the conclusion of Game 7, the New York Knicks traveled to the Summit in Houston, Texas, to lose by 6 points, and John Starks only had 8 on 2 of 19 shooting? This was the year you went to the All-Star game. Last year you was on the All-Defensive team. You were a future 6th man of the year, and you came up short in the clutch. And you single-handedly denied New York the opportunity to make history. No city in sports history has ever won multiple championships in the same year. The New York Rangers took care of business in hockey, and the Knicks were being depended on to get the job done. But one man cost them an opportunity to make history. One man denied them immortality. One man has kept the New York Knicks away from a championship since 1973. And that man brings shame to Iron Man and the entire Avengers and Marvel Universe because he shares the same last name as Tony Stark. John Starks! I would rather sleep in horseshit than depend on you in the clutch. I would rather blend and guzzle down a gallon of cloves than depend on you in the clutch. I would rather have open heart surgery in a public bathroom than have you as my teammate. Put your motherfucking head back down, you goddamn bum! For the entire New York Knicks franchise and fan base, take out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train. But your ride will be short-lived because you've arrived at Elimination Station and you go somewhere different for your failures of being able to get it done in Game 7. Your failures of actually having John Starks come up clutch rather than go 2 for 19. Your failures of taking down the Houston Rockets and winning your 3rd NBA championship. Consider your names written down the Death Note because your dreams of capturing the Larry O'Brien trophy, your dreams of winning a championship in the absence of MJ, your dreams of finally not being considered an absolute shithole for NBA basketball has been absolutely deleted.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the Death Note. Delete.
Delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. Deletion.
You will rest in peace.
For what, son?
Do it! Just do it! I'll pound you so hard there'll be nothing left of you! That's it, huh?